Today, Amelia and I are going to review Zombie Dice. Oh, wait, no, this is not the right one. Zombie Dice. Well, as the name says, it is a dice game with zombies. Actually, the players are zombies trying to eat people's brains in this game. I don't play many dice games, but this one seemed entertaining and fun. I thought maybe it's going to be an interesting light filler, so I decided to give it a try, and today I'm going to tell a little bit about this game.
The game includes a cardboard box, which you use to hold the game, of course, but also to shake dice during play. One sheet of rules, and definitely not a big sheet, so it's going to take you around 5 minutes to read it, and then 13 dice. The dice represent the victims that the zombies, the players, are trying to eat. There are 6 green dice, 4 yellow dice, and 3 red dice. These dice have 3 symbols on each of them. One of the possible symbols is the shotgun, representing a victim that managed to fire the zombie. The other symbol is the brain, representing a victim that was just eaten by the zombies, and footprints, a victim that managed to run away from the zombies. Now, these symbols are present on different proportions on the different types of dice. The green dice have a majority of brains, so represent victims that are easier to kill. The red dice have a majority of shotguns. They have 3 shotgun sides, 2 footprints, and only 1 brain. So they represent victims that really are going to fight back and they're not willing to be eaten by the zombies. The yellow dice represent, well, middle of the road. During your turn, you place all the dice in the box, you shake it well, which I'm not going to do because my daughter is taking a nap, and then you draw 3 dice randomly from the cup. You cannot choose the color of the dice. Then you roll them. Let's try to make it quiet. There we go. This is a perfect example. There are 3 symbols, as I said: brains, shotguns, and footprints. The brains and the shotguns you set aside. You cannot remove them from the table. The footprints are the only dice that can be re-rolled. At this point, after you roll, you can decide if you want to stop and to score. To score means that you will gain 1 point for each brain that you rolled. In this case, if the player decides to stop, well, he gains 1 point, all the dice are put back in the cup. If the player decides to go on, then you will re-roll this die, and you will also draw randomly as many dice as are needed to go to a total of 3. In this case, the player will need to draw and then roll 2 extra dice. You always roll 3 dice. So suppose random, then he rolls them again. Well, here's a shotgun, so he needs to put the shotgun there, and there are 2 dice, now green dice, that if the player wants to re-roll, he will re-roll these 2 dice and he will draw a 3rd one here. So basically you continue here. Each time that you roll, you can choose if you want to stop and score whatever you have there, or if you want to roll again. The trick and the danger is that the more you roll, the more dangerous the game becomes, because if you ever have a total of 3 shotguns on the table, then your turn is over and you score nothing. You lose all the nice brains that you had been collecting before. So in this case, for example, it's a little bit of a tough choice because there are 2 shotguns there already. 1 more shotgun is going to kill the zombie, the player, and take away that one. However, it's not like with only one die you would really, with only 1 brain you would really lose much. It's not a great turn anyways. Also know that these 2 dice are green. That means that they're good dice. The chances of getting a brain rather than a shotgun are high. Suppose that the player decides to draw a 3rd die randomly. Well, he's lucky. He rolls. Random, but kind of like not making too much noise. Look, that was a lucky one, and at this point the player can decide if he wants to score 3 brains or reroll this one and other 2 ones that will be drawn randomly from the cup. So this is basically the game. The players keep taking turns until one player reaches 13 points.
The game clearly is very light. I mean, look, even Amelia can lift it up. I mean, okay, that's not just the only way in which it is light. It is a game that is fun playing. Definitely don't play it because you're hoping to win, or then you will not get mad if you lose. Actually, the most fun part is when crazy things happen, when people lose or win in the most unbelievable ways because they rolled 6 shotguns in a row or 9 brains in a row. There is a little bit of strategy, of course, based on the dice that you already have and the colors of the dice that came out. Then you can decide whether you want to go on or not, but that is not really the point. The point is to play and have fun. And for that, with the theme that is kind of silly and a game that overall works well, again, it is fun. I played it even with experienced wargamers, not that they thought it was an advanced squad leader, but a friend of mine commented about this game saying that it was disproportionately amusing. And I am Mark Arnaldo and I approve of that message.